All right, this is a couple mares I have, and this is my stallion Doc. Now he's acting protective because my dog's Ace is in there, and he's also he's got to watch because he's kind of hurting him. But it's really windy. That's Annie and Angel, and Doc, you saw him go after that the mare I put in here, and it really surprised me because usually the studs, almost always the studs would be, hey, who's the new mare coming in here, and they're actually pretty nice about it. You know, I mean, they'll bow up their neck and everything, but he went right after her and bit her, and it happens every once in a while, and I want to just to point out that kind of thing. Like a lot of times, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff going on in the horse world where people are talking. They're really getting kind of hypersensitive on trainers and stuff. Like if they're at all do any sort of aggressive behavior or kind of harsh, like if they, you know, moving the horse, cracking the horse, or something like that. And let me say that, you know, the best way to train a horse, hi Doc, hi buddy, best way to train a horse is through, you know, look at this, he was trying to get him. That's the first time he's tried to. Ace, he has been such a pain in the backside with these horses. Like they've never kicked him or anything, and that's the first time I've seen Doc actually go after him, which is good. He needs that to be told to back off a little bit. But anyhow, what I was saying is that, yeah, the best way is a calm, measured way of training a horse. And that's the, you know, get them to trust you. See why he's going after. Get them to trust you and get them to build a relationship. That is the best way. You're going to get the best sort of thing. But I wanted to say, I just want to push back a little bit that, you know, if you're a little stern with a horse or something, just keep in mind that these guys can be really hard on each other. And when they, hey Doc, buddy, come here, bud. When they go after another horse or something, if they bite or kick or both, and I mean, they take fur right off the other horse and they'll make them bleed. I mean, big welts, and I mean they do some serious damage, and they all just get along with it. I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that horses are a lot more resilient than people think, and I think a lot of people are pretty quick to, you know, say abuse and stuff. And I've seen some real minor things, like people saying if you know, move a horse off from you, or, you know, shake their lead rope, or crack a flag, or get them to move away or run away or something, that you're abusing them. I've seen people take those kind of stances, and evidently they haven't been around horses, because I mean, horses can be really, really hard on each other. I mean, they don't. Ace knows now that he's gonna, you know, Doc is chasing away, but and it happens really quick, and it's real black and white. It's real clear. There's no fuzziness in there. And I think the reason he's chasing that mare, and I'll show you that footage, is that I think he's got a closed herd now, and it happens like when his family's done being built, you know, he won't accept anybody else, and I think that's what was going on. So I just wanted to say, I mean, that you know, when you're around horses and a lot, you see this kind of behavior out of them, and you know, you don't want that. You know, such a good girl. You don't want that to be turned onto you, and that's why you'll see people talk about respect and stuff. And I don't think it's respect like a real deep thing. I just think of it more like mind your personal space. They need to, you know, mind your personal space, stuff like that. They need to think twice about if they're scared of something jumping into you. Hi, darling. You know, that's what I think about respect. And so that's how they respect another horse. Like they, you know, Doc over here, he respects these mares. He respects that if he pushes his luck and is just kind of randy and you know, chasing around trying to climb on him and all this kind of stuff, and they're not ready, they're not in heat or something, they are going to kick him and bite him and run him off. And he understands that, and he just take it, and he wouldn't get his feelings really too hurt, and he'd learn that he needs to mind his manners, and he gets some manners. Hi, buddy, you're such a good boy. And so I think that's kind of lost, and I don't know why it's lost in the horse world. Or you see at least a lot of people online saying stuff. They don't like you to chase a horse off, you know, shake the lead rope, you know, flick the flag, or any of these kind of things. And they are quick to call stuff abuse and stuff like that. But I don't think they pay attention to what horses do to each other and how they see. Like he's telling Ace now. Ace is fast enough that he's going to stay away from him, but you know, Doc is telling him, you know, he's chasing him off. And that's the kind of behavior you'll see. Like, such a pretty picture. That's why the round pen and stuff like this, and having a horse move out of your space and all that kind of stuff makes sense to them, is because it's what they do to each other. And they run each other off. They do that kind of behavior. It's just natural. And when you incorporate that kind of stuff, into something that makes sense to them, you know, it's going to make their life easier. Hey, Angel. This is why you see the pasture, it's pretty sparse here. Horses tend to eat the same spots over and over again. They're really hard on pastures. And this is why we always have hay available for them. Hi, girl. You're my sweetie. That's why we always have hay available. So it's a good way to, you know, keep them from colicking or foundering or anything like that. And it also helps the pastures out. But I'm going to try to put this together and make sense out of it for people. But it's cool. I love seeing him in a family like this. Doc he was getting kind of porky. He's trimmed out a lot now. But as you can see, like he was minding me. Now he wanted to go for Ace over there. He wanted to get Ace, get him out of the way and stuff. But you see how he is with me. He's fine with me. You know. See, he's just trying to get Ace there for that stomp. You better settle down, buddy. Well, that's what I wanted to show you. Thanks. Bye.